Transform your state of mind. Enter this mystical world. Transform your state of mind. Transform your state of mind.
Alright guys, we do have a change up. Let's close the music. Let's report on what's happening. Bly is gonna have to like leave one way or the other. So again, he might be available in a little bit. And he says he doesn't mind about the forfeit, really. It's his fault. Like, I should have played the games faster, blah, blah, blah. He's happy he was able to put on a good show. We'll try and accommodate this. But the way it's going to work is Stephano and Beastyqt are going to come on. That will be the next match. It sucks because this doesn't quite smoothly follow the course of the way we had done things, but like we could hypothetically say Bly forfeits anyway, so Beastyqt advances, and then Beastyqt would play Stephano, and then it'd be against Hero Marine. It changes the order of one of the matchups, but it's still the same players playing in the tournament, so nothing really changes in that regard. But anyways, so we just got a hold of BC. I'm just trying to get Stephano, who did reply. I think we're just waiting on him to join us in on the BattleNet here.
There he is.
Cool. I was gonna say, if he doesn't step up, Rainer's available too.
Sweet. He's playing BC, right?
Yeah. All right. So the way this will work out then, and again, I'll have to shuffle the way the matches go. It's gonna be Stephano versus Beastyqt. The winner plays Hero Marine. The winner plays possibly Rainer or Bly, depending on if they agree to let him back, and then a laser to finish the day is about how it should go. But it's all best of fives from this point on. And actually, Hero Marine, ooh, we might have some trouble with Hero Marine, because remember, he couldn't stay too late and we are behind schedule. So I will poke him and see where he's at too.
We're best of five as well, right?
Yeah, best of fives at this point. So just give us a moment here, guys, while we get things sorted. Wardy's doing vetoes with players, so we'll get this going, which will be awesome. Again, things are officially upgraded at this point, though. It's $100 per win. They're best of fives instead of best of threes. And
just trying to get things figured out.
yeah, sorry, again, I'm poking everyone to try and figure out what's going on.
It's a bit of a weird one to, a bit of a different format to keep everyone on top of things.
It's nice though because we have so many players who were available for this that there is wiggle room. Like if things go wrong, we should be able to dance around it and hopefully not get stuck in too much downtime. Because the thing is, downtime is normally pretty bad. Downtime when we're trying to run a cool, fun event like this is even worse. But I'm gonna go change the score screen here because this will reflect otherwise now. Because it's not Bly versus TBD. It's actually gonna be Stephano versus Beastyqt. And I don't know if these two ever had like a real rivalry. But I love that fact that these are like, you know, it's kind of the old school dudes playing for this one. Oh, the names are so long. My current series button doesn't really fit. Let's put this here. But anyways, we'll get in contact with Clem later for his prize money. Because again, Clem, 15-year-old French kid, he's won $150 no matter what at this point.
The current series. Are we between the current series hours, like between series, mate?
Yeah. Actually, oh, I got another submission here on Team Liquid, by the way.
I've seen that. It's good.
Rifkin Zombie. Yeah, sounds about right. Then we scroll up a little bit. We got the Terra Trial thing. Go Clem. I love it. I love it. Again, it's not going to be about best guys. It's just about picking one of these fan arts. So again, you could totally use Twitter instead. Just hashtag it Subtember Summit so that we know. Otherwise, we won't be able to check for it.
Yeah.
But also, is there any news from Twitch yet? I'm like really sad about this, guys. I really wanted to like super hype this up, but they're tweeting about like Magic the Gathering and not about Subtember, so I don't know what's going on yet. Regardless of that, though, again, it sucks that the deals are delayed, but again, anytime anyone subscribes to our channel here on BaseTradeTV or Wardy's channel over on his channel, which we'll start linking, I guess, soon, or I'll leave you free to link whenever you want, that will add prize money to the prize pool. So again, a regular sub tier 1, that'll add $250 to the King's pot. Tier 2 will add $5. Tier 3 will add like 12 or something. I wrote it on Team Liquid. I don't remember the exact numbers, but we'll do the math after the stream is done to make sure that it's accurate. Because right now,
Laser wants to know a match order, by the way.
Who? A laser?
Yeah. I guess he wants to know how long he has to wait. Also.
Tell him 2 or 3. I think it's 2 best of 5 because Hero Marine's after this, so.
Okay. So Stephano versus Beastyqt, winner versus Hero Marine, and then
maybe we just skip to a laser depending on scheduling here, because we have Raynor and Bly kind of side staged for now, but they're not like guaranteed to play. Yeah. So. But anyways,
okay.
Sorry. Yeah. I think we're ready to go with Mech Depot. First time we're seeing Mech Depot today.
Yeah. Also,
some new subs coming in. Thank you to Tashia, Lubio. I'm sorry, Lubio. I'm saying these names wrong. I'm not going to nail these. Epi 35 was a 29-month resub. Nelasuna now for 19. Thank you guys so much for coming back to the channel. And Chupacabra. Thank you for that new sub as well. So that brings us up to a grand total of 21 new subscribers today, one of which is a tier 2 sub. The rest are tier 1s, and that will keep the ball rolling for that prize pool. So that's about, I'm going to ballpark like $50 to $70 as the additional King's pot at this point. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, it's getting there. It's building on up.
And of course, if you guys see people sub today, I want you to... Today's the only day we have these emotes, so make it rain. Ace M is not a permanent emote in the channel, guys, unless people vote for it later. But yeah, anytime you see somebody sub, make it rain. Pretty please. I'm ready whenever they are, though, so we're just waiting on Stephano. This is so sick, though. This isn't how I intended for the matchups to go, but Stephano versus Beastyqt in a best of 5? Hell yeah.
All right. Well, they're all ready, so we're going to kick it off.
Yeah, see you guys in game. All right, it's the first best of 5 of the day. We've got 2 maybe 3 depending on time left. $100 per win is the official upgrade at this point. And of course, on top of that, subscribers will help benefit the king of the overall tournament. But we're kind of reset. There's no current king. Bly had to, he killed the previous king and then committed suicide. So it's brand new and fresh. And spawning here in the top right, we've got the pink Terran, Beastyqt.
And he is up against the blue Zerg to the lower left-hand side. It is Stephano. I'm not used to seeing... I was just going to say, I'm not used to seeing Stephano playing in blue. Because usually he's pink, but Beasty is pink.
Beasty jacked it from him, man. I was used to seeing Stephano play, period, though. He's kind of come back, and I like that he's taking the quote-unquote casual pro approach to the game. For those who, of course, don't follow StarCraft closely, Stephano used to be one of the names of Zerg players. The foreign name that you knew was Stephano, and he was a party boy. He had personality. It was really sad when he went back to school, but now he's been playing StarCraft again, which has been awesome. I believe he's even streaming his matches, so you can check out his channel as well. But I actually am favoring Beasty in this series, and only because I got to witness the dumbest Archon mode amazingness that we cast him in recently. For those who missed it, it was an Archon mode match of Beastyqt and Nurchio versus Hearthstone and a Laser. And in a TVZ, Beasty managed to 1v2 a Laser and Hearthstone because Nurchio went AFK for the entire series. So Beasty, he's got this matchup against players as good as a Laser. I feel confident in saying he could take on Stephano.
Yeah, I think Beasty's been one of these players that's very underrated because he doesn't go and perform super well at a lot of offline events. Whereas even Stephano's been doing very well, making it into Challenger once or twice this year, for example. But Beasty's definitely someone that can bring it to Stephano, I think, in their current forms and so on. So we'll see how they do as initial opens here. I'm kind of intrigued to see what Beasty plays because he is another player who will possibly play mech.
Yeah, I think it's going to be mech personally, but his bio game's actually been on point lately. Someone in the chat wants to know, why did Nurchio go AFK? Was it BM? No, Nurchio just literally doesn't off race. Like, he doesn't play the other races, so there was no point in him trying to help play Terran because he would probably just hurt more than help. It's funny because BC actually uploaded the VODs from his point of view during the finals, and you can hear the banter between him and Nurchio. And Nurchio's like, I'm going AFK. No, seriously, I'll see you later.
I remember seeing that Reddit, I think. It's pretty funny. Feelings over here actually going to get the SCV on the low ground, which is a bit of frustration for Beasty early. Yeah, I'm not game ending or anything, but always a nuisance. The one thing I hate as playing Terran is when people kill my units that are building like structures. So triggering.
Yeah, you're like, I'm so glad I'm Terran sometimes. Meanwhile, all the other races, like Zerg loses a worker. I get it, guys. Empathy is not there though, because it's so tilting.
You can see these lings, there's so many of them for Stephano. He's still pressuring forwards. He gets a bit of a surround off the back of the grenade and doesn't quite kill. Okay, there he goes. He does get a Hellion kill.
I love
He's gonna get another SCV.
Look
oh
at
my
that.
god.
100 out of 171 out of 71. The command center's not done because Blizzard don't know math. But seriously, this is so frustrating when this happens. He's had to pull like a third SCV now. This has been delayed so long. Stephano didn't even have to like super commit to this. He cut a couple of workers to make this happen, but he got so much time bought out of it. This is actually kind of crazy. I love the moves that Stephano took this game.
Yeah, this was really good for him. It's so crazy because you don't usually see that many Zerglings coming in, and then to see kind of a secondary wave as well is really unexpected, I feel, because usually that's when the Zerg is like, okay, time to drone, but Stephano is making the most of potential damage and again taking slight leads in the very early stages of game number 1.
Yeah, I mean, standard is you make the 6 links and then nothing else. You're just droning and queening behind it. But Stephano on top of this, like, I love those guys. Creep spread going, third base up, all the good stuff. Also, I just realized the tweet I made for this on the BaseTrade account, I accidentally used your artwork for. So speaking of Nurchio, his face is the branding for this matchup, I guess. Oops.
You accidentally used my art. Okay, I see how it is.
I was trying to grab the other one. Feels bad, man.
My artwork's great.
Actually, what I should do is when I make tweets, I should use the artwork from the fan art in the Team Liquid thread.
You should.
Man, I keep refreshing Twitch though. I want to just like announce the game like, hey, it's 50% off. It's finally live. Go sub. But it's like, nope. Magic the Gathering feels bad, man.
The Hellions get denied from the main base. Not really much else to say about that. Just Beastyqt trying to find damage but not getting it. And as we see an armor on the way up, we will see this turn into a bit of a Hellbat attack.
Yeah, and I'm gonna imagine it's mech behind this too, with the Banshee being so dedicated the way this is. I mean, if he wants to start stim, it's gonna be a stim that finishes up around like 8 or 9 minutes. So it's one of those things that doesn't seem feasible, but maybe. Regardless, though, we know Beasty knows how to play mech, and he plays it pretty well, so I wouldn't be surprised. But I do want to bring up the series I had referenced before, where Beasty fought a laser, and a lot of the damage he did was through cloaked Banshees. So I really hope Stephano doesn't underestimate this attack.
Yeah, this is actually already 4 Hellbats in the main base, while also Hellbats approach the left side, but, well, Queen's in position on the left will defend, but in the main, well, one Queen goes down, the Ling's coming in, and they will start to clean this up, so actually, not so bad, 2 Hellbats escape. It was a good defense by Stephano.
It was actually an excellent defense because he didn't lose a lot of Queens to this. The Hellbat attack takes out the Queens, then the Banshee reigns supreme. Liberator is being a bit of a threat, but really nothing too serious. The Spore Crawler will deal with it.
Yeah, again, I mean, everything's just well positioned here for Stephano to minimize the damage he's taken. Now a few Queens getting caught a little bit off guard to the left side, and Hellbats are, I was going to say, going to get a kill, but actually the pullbacks and transfusions were great.
So I know you're watching the fight up here, and I should have been too, but this Hellbat micro in the main was so sick. One Hellbat on, like, no health just killed so much more than it should have, but unfortunately for BC, like, not killing these Queens was the core of the problem, but so many are low that the Banshee might be able to just pick up those kills that he missed. Like this poor gal out here, for example.
Yeah, like the micro over here was actually crazy as well. Like Stephano was like a 1 HP Queen twice, so it was micro heaven all over the place from both players.
Yeah, if you want to know what's gone on with Bly had to forfeit. Normally, something like this, we would just strip the prize money from him, and he wouldn't be punished beyond that. But because the tournament delay was long and frankly unpredicted by anybody, we're gonna let him keep the prize money and just say thanks for coming out to play, because he did give us some good games. It's sad that he had to forfeit, but again, we are like an hour and almost a half behind schedule. So, you know, we tell players, hey, be available at this time. Not really their fault if we're not ready to go when they are.
Yeah. Ling is trying to counterattack from Stephano. Not going to be able to do too much though. Hellbat's in position, and Stephano has been kind of hitting a bit of a brick wall, it feels, with everything he's been trying. Like, his defense has been good, but when he's been aggressive after this, he's not really been fighting too much at all. As he's now going to go into Hydra's Den and get those Hydras on the way up. He's going to play a Hydra Bane style against what I'm pretty sure he knows is mech. It's been something that's become a bit more popular lately as a way to fight this Hydra Bane into some Ultras later as well. It's pretty fresh, it's pretty unique, it's not the most common way of dealing with it, but it can work out.
Yeah, people ask about the delays. Clement, I don't regret it for a second. Clement Optimus had such a sick series. It was a TvT that you never really get to see. But games like that are why we fell behind schedule so badly today. And
that Clem's first game of the day was pretty sweet too. Like, we had some really sick games
Clem's
today.
whole run today was pretty sweet.
Yeah, really
Bailey's flash into the Hellbats and actually dive past to the next set, completely ignoring the Hellbat, which was a good choice. Banshees, though, I don't know if they've got just quite the damage to break through this. There's still transfuses available. So BC's attacks are falling a little bit flat, but at least he's getting value out of this. Like, he is trading these Hellbats for equivalent cost.
Yeah, there's a couple more Liberators coming on out. Beasty is really just set. Man, the fact there's 2 Banshees still over here from Beasty is really annoying as well. Like, they're just continually looking for some damage every now and then, and it's pretty crazy. Still intrigued as to how Stephano's composition is gonna really work against this. Like, how will he use the Hydras? He's not going into a Hive, which I think is the one thing missing with like Hydra Bane against mech. Because you do sort of need the Vipers and a transition to Ultras as the game continues, I feel.
So I feel like you are right most of the time, but BC's not actually playing this style that necessitates Vipers. Like, Blinding Clouds and Abducts are always good on tanks, but without the Liberators threatening them, I think Lings and Hydras can actually still work out without that Hive. But either way, he's going to get there eventually. I'm just trying to point out that he's not screwed for not having done it.
Yeah, I think he's got potential, and I think this attack right now could be pretty scary, but I mean, it's kind of weird, right? Banes and Hydras getting set to run into a whole bunch of already siege tanks.
Yeah, this is not a composition you want to have.
Yeah, it's a little bit weird, but the Banes are going to start making the distance towards those tanks, and they will start to go down. Lings will swell in after this, and actually, Stephano is making his way through this army. A few Hydras are still left over and picking their way through it.
I'm surprised. This is really interesting because BC should have had more Hellbats there. GG gets called. But I was going to say, I don't think that attack pushes through so easily if there's Hellions and Hellbats guarding, but I guess, you know, you got to consider tanks. They only deal bonus damage to armored units, and none of those units were armored units.
Yeah. Yeah, I was kind of a push through that I don't feel as though should have won the game. But maybe BC just refusing to kind of like, you know, yeah, as you say, like not change his composition based on Stephano's composition a little bit.
I wouldn't even say it was that. I think like it would have been fine if, like, say the Liberators that were across the map were home defending the tanks. If you also had those Hellbats not running by, like, I think BC just overreached for damage, and as we saw as a consequence, he had nothing to protect his tanks. Like, hell, even if that planet or that command center was a planetary, that could have been a very different engagement, right? So Stephano's timing was just, I think, his strongest asset.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was the right time to attack. He just had a couple of good moments. He got set up, and as his upgrades kicked in, he made it work out. Pre-planetary, I mean, with the planetary fortress there, like, it's like you say, like anything, if anything extra's there, he probably doesn't break through because he only had like 5 or 6 Hydras left, and anything less than that starts getting cleaned up a bit faster, and it really does tilt things back into Beastie's favor because reinforcing Lings when there's no Hydras there to keep doing damage, they're not going to be as much of an issue, right? So.
Yo, there's some sick new art submissions, by the way. Before you hop into this game, I'm just going to show off in honor of the fallen Clem. It's got you and me freaking out. I love it. And then down here, it's just like, Ken has patch, please? What? I don't even understand. But I love it, guys. Keep them coming. All the art submissions give you a chance to win a code for the war chest. All races unlocked. All that good stuff. I'm good whenever you are, Wardy. Are the players good to go?
Yeah.
Then let's get under the sea. We'll see you guys soon.
The Vespine is always greener in somebody else's base. You dream about blowing up theirs, but they have a real good race. Just look at the map around you, right here on Abyssal Reef. As ultras and links surround you, so make like a tree and leave under the sea. Typing GG, darling, it's better typing those letters. Take it from me.
All right, reminder, guys, it's a best of 5, and we're only 1 game into it. So starting here in map number 2, he took the first game by storm. It's the French Zerg player, Stephano.
He's up against the yellow Terran to the lower right side. It's Beastyqt.
All right, so this actually doesn't have anything to do with the tournament, but before the game gets underway, I want to do a quick sponsor round of shoutouts, guys. So, of course, you know, powered by Twitch means a little bit more than just simply, hey, we're streaming on Twitch. They give us awesome amounts of money so that we can do awesome things with StarCraft 2. Today's one of those days where this is happening. The prize money for the players, the matching of the subscribers, this is all coming thanks to Twitch. So if you want to really give us some love, whenever Subtember goes live, hit that sub button. Corsair sells awesome products. You can check out all the affiliate links down below. But our newest sponsor, and the coolest one, because they also sponsor Wardy, MeUndies. It's an underwear company. I know it sounds weird, guys, but if you scroll down below and click the link, you can check out the website. You'll get a huge discount for your first time purchasing with them. And of course, so you're aware, we actually get a pretty big cut of every pair sold, and we're going to be putting that towards a tournament with them later on in the month. Probably the last week of the month. We got to lock that down still. But be sure to check out all of our sponsors down below in the info section here on Twitch. Wardy's just like, hashtag not my sponsors.
Man, I got the MeUndies on right now.
Me too! I'm wearing the popsicle ones!
I don't have popsicle ones on, but I wish I was. Then we could have really been twins today. That's crazy. I nearly put the popsicle ones on, but I don't know why not.
20% off dead ass. Nova War, good to see you, chat, man. I hope you're doing well. Man, he's on the east coast of Canada, which is probably the best place to be right now. The California wildfires have made so much smoke and smog up here in Vancouver. I like looking outside my window right now, it's yellow. Like there's just no sky. It's all this like haze. It's so scary to look at. And this is just from forest fires. I can't even imagine what like a volcano eruption would make the world look like. It's so scary to consider that.
I mean, here in England, we don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, it's too busy raining. Nobody can start a fire.
It's too busy raining. Too busy being miserable about the rain. Like that. Seems legit.
Well, Stephano not getting super aggressive here in game 2, and even pulls off gas already. So just playing this to exactly the number for speed, and I guess happy to play a bit of macro. BC, I think, was definitely thrown off by this. You know, his command center timing delayed was annoying, having to lose so much just to get it there, like 3 SCVs, the Hellions dancing around. He's getting a much smoother opening, so we'll see if that leads to a cleaner game for him, because I feel like he really was offset by what Stephano did to him.
Yeah, it was kind of... It was weird, because again, I don't think a mech player is usually meant to die to like a Lingbane Hydra push, right? Because mech's meant to be that defensive composition, but Stephano really had his number from the early stages of the game as well, with those initial Zerglings coming through and just harassing and slowing down the CC. And then just the good defense, time and time again, like really minimized the damage he took from the initial Hellbat attack, and so on and so on. So it all kind of just added up, and again, Beasty. Let's hope he can keep a straight mind here and make some magic happen in game 2 to come back.
Well, while we got things building up for the game, Wardy, check your Twitch alerts. How many new subs you at today too? I want to try and do like a small total and see where we're at before Subtember goes live.
I've had 2 new subs.
Okay, so
Tom KDE, he's just subbed recently.
Oh, dude, I love Tom. Tom's like long-time support on the channel, and he always supports match arenas and stuff. Good guy. So it's 2 for you, 23 here, 25 new subs in total. What's that times 2.5? I know there's like 1 tier 2 sub in there, but like 2.5. It's 50, 75, I think, something like that. $75 ish. I'm gonna guesstimate for the prize pool a little bit more because of the tier 2 sub.
It is 62.5.
Damn
plus
it.
Tier 2, 65.
Okay. So again, 60, 70 is the current side pot that the king will win on top of whatever money he earns from his matches. Not too bad.
Not too bad. It's getting there. I mean, that's almost like winning 2 matches at this point. Nelly. It's getting there. It's getting there.
By the way, everyone should definitely be impressed with my math that I did, because that was like super good. How far off I was from the right answer.
Just assume it. You just like completely ignore like the 2.5 and just be like, yeah, it seems like 75.
I didn't even do it. I was just guessing. If I'm going to be real right now, it was just like straight up a guess. But all right, Hellbats attack the front while the Marines were hoping to catch this unguarded in the main. However, Stephano's on top of both sides of this, and Beasty is churned away. Almost no damage being done whatsoever. Good defense out of Stephano in game 1. Good defense in game 2. I'm really liking Stephano today.
Yeah, he's really been on point so far, like really not allowing himself to fall behind early, which is something we've seen Zerg players, whether it's because they're being aggressive or failing to defend, which is something we have seen the Zergs kind of have trouble with so far. As you see, a few Hellbats just backing away as well. That Liberator pushback, so nice defense by Stephano altogether. 1-1 upgrades on the way in for him, missile upgrades again because he's expecting, especially Abyssal Reef. There's no way this is the map where BC suddenly plays Bio, because it's such a good mech map. It really is.
Yeah, it's the base layout that makes it that way too. If there's ever maps where you're going to struggle to take 5th and 6th gases or anything like that, you really don't want to go mech, but it might not even be map dependent. It just might be Beasty dependent. You know, he's been playing mech for so long. When the Thor got that small armor buff, he immediately swapped back to playing it all over again. And I've been very happy watching his streams here and there. Granted, he's been playing a lot more 2v2s recently, which has been kind of cool to see as well. I want to host more 2v2 tournaments, actually. Those were quite a bit of fun. Wasn't quite the viewer turnout that something like this is, right? But it was still a lot of fun.
I caught a couple games. It's 2v2, so it feels like it must be so hard to cast, just like figure out what is even going on or about to happen.
I think what's great about it is because no one else knows either, suddenly no one's being all pompous about it. In this game, it's like, Rifkin didn't call that one Hellion that went off to the side because that distracted the Ling attack. I'm just like, dude, I don't give a fuck. It's 2v2. Like, pardon my French, everybody. But I am the worst caster, so, you know, you get what you expect. Hellions attack forward 2, scans cleaning up all these creep tumors. Stephano doesn't have an easy way to replace this. This is going to be so annoying. But the Banshee flies right into a Spore Crawler, almost dies immediately. Failing straight up with the Hellbats, and BC without a tank or anything can't really take advantage of this position. Siege tank over here, you at least deny some mining. Nothing to be gained other than creep spread right now.
Yeah, I mean, but the creep spread is still nice to get rid of because it will slow Stephano's kind of movements around the map down quite heavily, and especially the fact he's got rid of every creep tumor towards his own 4th base or 5th base sort of area is so nice, because that means Stephano will be able to kind of push through those rocks and set up an attack in that sort of direction, which is sort of similar to what, which is sort of what he did on Mech Depot. So, I mean, obviously he can do it, but it'll be a lot more difficult without the creep spread. So, and see if you Hellions left-hand side, going to take some damage from those Queens. Lings will run into intercept, and the Lings will get the kills on those Hellions. So nice pickoffs there in the end. And Stephano just cleaned up once more.
I still can't look at that stupid Ace SS emote without it just looking like the I'm dead inside face. Like, I just...
It needs to be on, the GIF from Community where it's everything's on fire.
Yeah, Troy comes into the room with the pizza.
Yeah. That Ace SS needs to be like on.
Someone needs to edit that into the GIF. That would be amazing if someone could do that.
Yeah, it'd be so good. It's a perfect face for it. Man.
Stephano going to be opening up some of these rocks. I'm a little worried this time around. Beastyqt's actually got a good position here, on top of the fact that tanks didn't do well last game. These are actually coupled with Hellbats that do and will have Blue Flame. And if they have Blue Flame for the fight, I think it's an easy hold for Beastyqt. If they don't, and this goes Premature, this could be difficult. And it looks like Premature is going to be the case. He pulls the Hellbats back to stay away from the Bandlings. This exposes the tanks to the Hydras, and Beastyqt gets destroyed. GG.
What's even going on? Beastyqt is like just getting messed up by these attacks of Stephano again and again and again. Like, this is not how Mech is meant to play. It's not meant to die this quickly. Stephano's just killing it.
Haru, I don't know if this counts as fan art. I do find this funny, but I am going to be grimacing about it. All right, we're going to go to a quick commercial break, guys. Just 2 minutes, run some ads. It's been a long time since we played our last one. We love you guys. Thanks for joining us, especially if you're new here on the channel. Hit that follow button. That way you don't miss any of the StarCraft stuff we do. I would normally try and advertise, hey, we do StarCraft 2 almost every day, but we're actually going to be going to Montreal shortly. Or at least I will. You're not going, right, Wardy?
No, I was going.
Across
I
the
really
pond.
wanted to go to Montreal, but I just ended up being away so much already this year, so...
All right, well, anyways, after that week, though, we get back in that casting grind. So, commercial break. See you guys soon. Hit the follow button. Back in 2 minutes with game number 3. All right, folks, we're back. We're waiting on Stephano because we took that break. He went to the bathroom. Actually, I'm just going to take this time to go update the score screen really quick while we're waiting because it's still not over yet, but this could be the last game in the series. Stephano says he's ready. Just waiting on BC, I guess, and then we'll get into Ascension to Higher. So I hope all of you tuning in for the first time enjoy Wubs, because you're gonna get some. I'm really pissed no one's picking Acolyte, man. I got the super weeaboo intro like locked, loaded, and good to go. No one wants to play Acolyte. My heart breaks.
Alright, well, Beasty's here, so enjoy the whoops.
See you guys in game. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It's game number 3 and possibly the last one of this series. Remember, $100 on the line for the winner, and right now he's up 2-0. He just needs one more win to lock it down. It's Stephano.
I really hope this man up here can find some way to defend against the initial attacks, because he keeps on just dying the first time we see units hitting him. Beastyqt, top left.
All right, so keep in mind the winner of this series will be playing against Hero Marine, and then we're probably going to have to cut one of the matches and just make it versus a laser afterwards. Granted, guys, I would be happy to cast this all night. We've actually got enough money to do that for once, which is cool. Funding is awesome. However, time constraints are the bigger issue here. I have to pack for Montreal, and a lot of these players can't play too much later because what time is over there, Wardy? Like 10, 11 o'clock, something like that?
It's 10 p.m. in Europe for most players.
Thank you for not using the 24-hour clock, because I don't understand how that works.
We don't. We wouldn't really say like 22. I guess some people would. Yeah.
Like, I guess people would use my time zone. It would make sense.
No, like people don't use the 24-hour clock to like say out loud so much, you know. It's mostly like a written thing, I suppose.
Yeah, makes sense.
But yeah.
Well, anyways, Stephano and Beastyqt have had a very one-sided series, and I'm really, fingers are crossed, I'm hoping we see Beastyqt turn this around. I do like watching him play, but Stephano has just, the dominance of these 2 games that he's won so far has been pretty clear. Also, I don't know how I missed this earlier, and I'm terribly sorry for it, but if I would prefer not to, is still in chat. Can we make it rain, guys? He threw $5 to us to say, hey, guys, quick question. Is there a way I can add to the prize pool? Boy, I wish I had seen that earlier. Yes, the only way to add to the prize pool today is going to be subscribing. Now, granted, this was supposed to be in conjunction with Twitch's like 50% off deal, but it's taken a long time, and it's still since been delayed to go live. Should have been live 2 hours ago. Feels bad, man. However, if you subscribe to myself here on BaseTradeTV, to Wardy over on Wardy's channel, which I'm sure he'll link in chat here in just a moment, you can add to the prize pool there, but only new subs. So you might be like, Rifkin, I already support BaseTradeTV. I'm already subscribed. How can I help? Well, if you upgrade your sub to Tier 2 or Tier 3 for the first time, we will also take that money and add it to the prize pool. But again, we really wanted to combine this with the cheap deal that Twitch is offering, but yeah, I feel bad asking anyone to go full price when later this month they could go half off. So maybe we'll do like Subtember Summit Round 2 later on or something. Because this goes for a whole month. For a full month, guys, till October 2nd, you'll be able to subscribe to any streamer on Twitch for half off.
I just that's fine. It's just making me giggle. I'm sorry.
What?
You're just like talking all serious. I'm just laughing at the emotes.
Ah, the stupid Ace SS. That
Someone
was
put the
September
Ace
Summit's still not live.
Someone put the Ace SS with arms on either side.
I love it. By the way, once again, Stephano has managed to totally screw Beastyqt's command center timing out. Like, another amount of links comes in. This is like round 3. The command center does finish, but these have actually done so much that they just killed a mule. Like, this is really hurt Beastyqt's early game. Not devastated it by any means, but this is something where I think a lot of players, they have a set build order, and it's meant to hit certain timings. And when things like the command center are delayed, it screws everything up.
Yeah, it really does. It's a big pain. It really, really is, because, you know, you just... A few seconds behind actually is the difference of how Stephano won in game number 1, you know? A few seconds maybe makes that planetary fortress a bit earlier, maybe he holds in that first game. Second game, maybe not quite so much, but the idea is there. Fusion Core for Beastyqt, he's going to open with ranged liberators this time around.
I just got a pretty good combo on that stupid face.
That's good.
Subscribers never die. I gotta imagine that's actually Mercy's face too. She goes into res 5 but only gets 1, and you're like, this is fine.
You're literally gonna make me die of laughter soon, I think.
This is the derpiest emote I've ever made, but apparently it's the best one? Question mark? Like, I don't... Nothing will beat the Artosis pylon though. Arto pylon is probably the best emote on Twitch.
Yeah.
I was saying, he needs to make a second one. Whoa! Whoa! Okay, we'll talk about this here in a second. I'll just finish up my point. He needs to make a second one, flip it horizontally, call it the Tasteless Pylon. But yo, oh my god, Beasty's gone for a battlecruiser rush. So right now, I think even if he loses, he just won my heart. I don't care. Stephano can 3-0 Beastyqt. Beastyqt won in my opinion. He's going for the battlecruiser rush.
I really thought this was for Lib range, but nope.
Right?
BC rush it is.
I was ready to get into this whole like, oh, he's going to like resurrect the bunny build, you know, go for fast liberator range and try to abuse it on the edges of the map, because there are totally some spots here you can maybe abuse it on.
Yeah.
But a battle cruiser, this is crazy. There's a lot of cool stuff that can go on with the battle cruiser. And for those, again, if you've just joined us today from the front page of Twitch, welcome to the channel. Maybe you haven't seen StarCraft in a while. They've changed the battle cruiser a lot over the last year. First off, it's no longer energy based. Secondly, it can teleport instantly anywhere on the map, and it can't be damaged while doing so. So the idea isn't that you teleport into your opponent's base, it's that you walk it over, shoot a bunch of shit, and then teleport out. But he's actually gonna do it the other way around! What? Oh, he'll wait for the cooldown though. Okay, I was gonna say the reason you don't do it like this is because you can then be picked off, you don't get away safe, and it totally sucks. But the beauty of this teleport is it doesn't require a scan like other things in the game do. Like you need a warp in, you need vision, like that sort of thing. Instead, now the cooldown's like halfway finished, he can walk in here, he can snipe the queen with the Yamato cannon, And they just teleport out if things get too dicey.
This entire game has just been insane.
He's got a helmet, a huge helmet attack to the north.
Yeah, I know, this is going crazy. You know what Stephano's face is right now? I think it's a little bit like ASSS.
I was gonna say, do you have a stream open? Are you watching? Because I'd love to know what his reaction to this was. But yo, straight up, 8-9 workers died of this. You got Hellbats still pushing to the north side. All the queens have been pulled back here, so there's nothing to stop the Hellbats but Lings. And the Hellbats love cooking Lings. Oh God, Morty, what has happened this game?
Yeah, I mean, this is Stephano now finally not having the perfect defense that he's had in every other game against Beastyqt. He's finally getting, taking damage, falling apart a little bit. As he pushes on in with these queens to try and get rid of the Hellbats. I mean, Lings are just getting roasted because there's so many Hellbats here.
But this is the problem with the queens being brought this way. The battlecruiser finds a way back in, and it's got teleport to get the heck out of there. BC, in the meantime, he's making more battlecruisers, guys. This wasn't just one and some gimmick. He's planning to commit to this.
He's going to go full on Sky Terran behind this. Another factory 2, obviously a couple of tanks will probably help here and there. A Spore Crawler's having to try and relocate, but
he can Yamato here in a second too.
Yeah, it's good for Beastie, man. So, he's going to get maybe pushed away, but as he said, he's got teleport.
It's instant too, and like we said, can't be hurt while it does it. For those who don't know as well, a Yamato cannon only does 300 damage, so it cannot one-shot a Spore Crawler. Killing the queens is the much better option.
Yeah. Guaranteed damage. You know, can't transfuse through it because it just straight up one-shots it, right? So that's nice. At the same time, Stephano on the counter-attack with some Lings will force a lift on the orbital here on the third base.
Here comes another battlecruiser. Just barges its way in. Excuse me. Pardon me. And of course, this has Yamato. This has teleport in about 30 seconds or so. Yeah. The reason he's not
a little bit crazy.
The reason not to Yamato the Spore Crawlers too, because like you could argue he could auto attack it down. It's like there's just gonna be transfuses, right? It's gonna be such a pain to deal with. So picking off units, not losing much. BC's cost efficiency is actually really sick.
What's he at? 1.4 to 2.5. Wow, it's yeah, it's going pretty well for him. It really, really is. I mean, he's just got the answer to everything. That I don't know if it's him having the answer. It's Stephano not having the answer to any of this right now. Now he starts up the Spire. Taking them so long to get there.
But the answer isn't always necessarily to go Corruptors. If he has enough of them, they will totally bully down the battlecruisers, but they're going to be met with the same problem where you'll Yamato instantly kill half the Corruptors, right? BC got such a head start on battlecruisers. This isn't him coming to the mid game with 1 because he spent all of his money on tanks and marines. This is him coming to the mid game with like 4 or 5. So 5 Corruptors down immediately, the battlecruisers can fight the rest no problem. And even if they can't, they just teleport to safety. There's such a sick dynamic to this. Now, I want to be clear, guys. The reason this isn't a standard strategy and pros don't always do it, because if you've watched Nathanius, you've seen the way this can fail miserably. But this is still really cool, and I love that he's pulled this out because it really is a gotcha move. Like, Stephano, I guarantee you, saw this first battlecruiser and went, who does this? Who does that?
He's like, is this still Beastyqt? Like, are you serious right now, bro? Battlecruisers coming in to get rid of some of these Zerglings, which force a lift on the 4th. I mean, again, Stephano being annoying where he can, buying himself time to set up into now 12 Corruptors on the production tab.
This is almost like such a sick bait too, because the real threat for Stephano is actually going to eventually be the Blue Flame Hellions. The battlecruisers are scary, of course, but if you can't stop Blue Flame Hellions and Corruptors can't shoot down, you're going to have a terrible time trying to protect your drone lines. So again, like 17, 20 Corruptors, this can kill battlecruisers for sure, but that's not necessarily the real threat.
Yeah. If he doesn't have anything on the ground, although some Banes are going to roll forwards and...
Yeah, but the splits are pretty good.
Yeah.
Here comes the first Corruptors.
Obviously, Queens will help as well in terms of anti-air, but all the transfuses as the Yamatos go off, and there's the teleport back, which makes it super efficient for Beastie.
He misses one of the teleports. For those who don't know, battlecruisers are 400 minerals, like 300 gas. These are too expensive to lose. You have to keep them alive. Losing 1 is actually kind of devastating. Losing 2, oh, that really hurts.
Because now it's the number of Corruptors as well versus the number of battlecruisers. Stephano's still making Corruptors, so it becomes a much more sort of like, you know, it sort of swells up in terms of like how many there is. And of course, Corruptors can caustic spray down this planetary on the 4th base.
Yeah.
Down at base.
What sucks for Beastie, I think there's a missed opportunity here. First, he's going, what am I to do with the Corruptors? I love this move. But secondly, it's 3 Yamatos to kill a Spire. He could have prevented the Corruptors from coming out in the first place. He had the battlecruiser numbers. He could have teleported in, Yamato'd walked away. I bring this up because I've seen Nate do this to people a multitude of times. I can't say it's always going to be the best move, and it's probably not something he was thinking of. but now the Corruptors are out, and they are a problem.
Yeah, they really, really are. I mean, the missile turrets might save them for now.
I'm going to get a couple kills here and there. Certainly annoying. Widowmine's get a pretty good shot, though.
Yeah, that was nice.
But no really planetary. Nice. These Lings are killing a lot of SCVs. Turrets going down, too. And the battle cruisers aren't even fully repaired from their previous fight, so he might not even have the time to charge Yamato.
Yeah,
he just teleports right away.
Doesn't even teleport just one of them. He actually teleports all of them. As we've seen, the new plan before is command center. He's taking fire. SCVs will repair it.
He's trying so hard to repair it too. He should be able to save this, but this looks hilarious. Yamatos are certainly in store. Keep in mind, guys, once that Yamato... Oh, the Widowmine shots are good! Once the Yamato charges, there's no escaping it. You cannot outrun it. Line of sight doesn't matter. And, like, there's nothing you can do to stop that Yamato from going off.
I love a few Hydras being mixed in here. Something on the ground that will also help them, you know, against the units in the sky. The extra Banes to help pushing through the, you know, the Hellbats. And while Stephano had such a tough time early in the game, he really is getting to this point where he's a bit more comfortable with what he's playing against. He's got what he needs to fight against this as well.
I really like the Spore Crawlers that are coming up too, but I think the big thing for Beasty is he just had his Widowmines baited, so he doesn't have those ready for the Corruptors.
Yeah, that could be a problem. I mean, this is a nice position if Stephano can fight it because the Mules just dropped here. So he'd really be getting kind of a big bonus to getting rid of this base as well. As the Immortals, though, will come in, and Corruptors already taking a lot of shots. Beasty is trying to teleport back as they can, but Queen's transfusion as well means the Corruptors just aren't even falling realistically over time.
GG.
Stephano just crushed his Beasty Beauty.
Yo, Beasty gave us a hell of a game to go out on, though, like straight up. But good game for Stephano. $100 in his pocket, too, for winning that best of 5. Very nicely done. He'll move on to fight against Hero Marine next, who I need to go poke.
Poke away.
Hey. You're up versus Stephano. Okay, so yeah, we are gonna, because of the time, guys, cut this. So it's gonna be Stephano versus Hero Marine, and the winner versus a Laser. Those will be the last 2 best of 5s coming up today. So I'm pretty excited. Some good stuff going on.
Sick matches, man. Stephano in form. Hero Marine's been doing great. It's gonna be a great best of 5 that we're about to see.
Plus, it's like, I really didn't know what to expect with Stephano. Like, not to say anything negative about him, but again, it is just like he's not really been that show of force. We don't see him playing a lot of stuff. Would he do well? Wouldn't he do well? And so far, the answer is yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Stephano's been practicing and playing a lot more lately than he has before now, I suppose. So, yeah, pretty nice to see. I'm excited for him against Hero Marine. It could be awesome.
Yeah, I'm really sad to cut out 2 of the matches, guys, but this is more time dependent than anything else. So, again, this will be the winner versus a Laser. Will be the last series today. We'll go get a hold of Hero Marine, guys, and when we get back, brand new best of 5. Keep in mind, again, while I know Subtember is not live yet, anyone who does sub today, whether it's Prime or otherwise, myself to Wardy, that's how you can help increase the prize pool for the king, I guess you could say, at the end of the day. But I want to see more of that fan art coming, guys. If you don't know about the Team Liquid thread, there's a chance to win a war coat. I can't even speak here. A code for the war chests. We're not going to pick favorites. We're not going to pick bests. There's no voting. We're just going to pick one at random. So again, even if you just do something simple like stick figures, as everyone appears to be doing in MS Paint, this is totally a fine submission. All it's got to do is be related to the tournament. I love fan art. Keep it coming. That being said, we are going to go to commercial break. We'll be back in 2 minutes while we try and get a hold of our players for the next series. So sit tight, and we'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching.